We made it to the season finale. We made it to Act 2. And we have a special guest in the building. Stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, break it down.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to AfterBuzz.
Oh, we party out here.
Yeah, we do.
You're here for the best part yet, though.
Hey, nah, it's still early.
Hello, everybody. I made my great return.
Finally.
We missed you.
I know.
Yes.
I'm sorry I've been out for a couple of weeks. I got really, really sick, but I am back. The whole crew is here. So let me introduce to you who we have here tonight. Of course, the one and only Miss Disney, Chae Jones.
Hey, guys. Let's get into Act 2.
Yes. And as you can see, we have a special guest in the building, Julia Lester.
Hi.
Or, as we know her as Ashlyn.
Yeah, that's me.
And then Team EJ all day.
You already
Jeff
know.
Williams.
You already know.
He lucky he on
My
that
guy,
side.
EJ. We talking all EJ all day. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. I can't wait to talk
And
about
of
it.
course, me, the one that calms everyone down, Leslie Cologne. I am so excited to be back with you guys and to be talking about the finale. I am so sad we made it, but it was an amazing episode. But Chae, what were your thoughts?
Overall, I loved it. I'm a big fan of Breaking Free, and we're all in this together. It's like the staple pieces of what makes High School Musical.
Yeah, for sure.
And to see everybody in the costumes and just, it warms my heart so well to see that they're paying homage to to a movie that I loved growing up watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff, your thoughts?
I mean, I can't even say anything more than what you said. I just love this episode. I love everything, how it came together, how the play came together, how it ended with all the different quirks and different changes and everything. The end credits with you and Big Red,
we're gonna talk about
Big
all
Red
that.
guy, proving it episode after episode. No, it was just amazing. It was amazing to see, and
That's
I can't
like his
wait.
best friend. He's always like,
Big Red and EJ.
Yeah,
It's
the best.
Us three.
The best.
Three
Oh my
Musketeers.
God. I love that.
But Julia, watching back, how do you feel watching the season finale and knowing that you made it to like the 10th episode and we're all watching?
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely nuts. I mean, just a little bit over a year ago, we all got cast, and it's just absolutely nuts that 1 year later we have an entire season that's already out, and people know what it is, and people are talking about it, and people love it, and for so long it was a secret. So now that it's out, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I can't even... I have no words about it. It's literally just like it's out and it's there and people love it, and it's just crazy to me.
Right. Was there a specific episode that was your favorite now that we're here to the end?
Oh, absolutely. So we all love episode 7.
Really?
The episode where
Thanksgiving
party at Ashlyn's. I think the reason why we all fell in love with that episode was because when you watch it, it really just looks like we're all hanging out, and that's exactly what we were doing. It really, the whole series just feels like a home movie of us on set because we're all like our characters and we all love each other like we do in the show. And so 7 was just so fun, sitting around a coffee table, like having a party basically.
Yeah.
And so 7 was kind of all of our favorites, I think.
Because I'm sure you guys seem, just by seeing on social media and everything, you guys are really close. So
Super
you
close.
guys created this connection in such a short time.
Yeah.
So now I'm sure you're really excited for season 2.
Yeah, we're so excited. I've been counting down the days till we go back to Utah. I'm like, get me out of Los Angeles. I need to be back in that Salt Lake City weather, as crazy as it is.
Really?
Like, I want to go back. I want to be with my best friends again. Like, we're all
Well,
just
since we're at the end of season 1 and you're talking about you're so excited to go back, when are you guys going back? Because I can't wait to get more.
Oh my gosh, I move in 11 days. Like,
We can say 11 days from today.
yeah. Well, I don't know when we're officially starting,
Right.
but I chose to move just a little bit before we start filming because I gotta move into my apartment and get myself situated there. So I move in 11 days. I don't know about everybody else, but doing that 10-hour drive. We're going to Utah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm really excited.
We're
so
excited for
excited.
it.
Yeah, I know. We're all, after this, I was like, it can't be over.
I know,
need
right?
more.
Yeah.
It's like
So
10
I'll just be
episodes.
listening to the soundtrack on repeat, basically. You know?
I already been doing that.
I mean, true.
I came in hot, just jamming to Wondering with the windows down.
that's
I'm like,
right.
it's
Hey.
fine.
And I put you on that because I've
I
been
know.
listening to the music like,
See,
Me
yours-
too. Every time I'm in my car, that's like my first playlist that I put on. I'm like, these are all bops. I don't care. I've heard them 7 jillion times,
Yeah.
and
They are
I'm ready
all
for more.
bops.
I'm ready
You're
for
right.
more.
All
Yeah.
of them.
That's
all
debatable.
of the songs.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Speaking of songs, let's get into this episode already.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm like, before
All right.
I mean, cut it there. So we begin with some big changes. Obviously, we have some cast changes. We see EJ as Troy now, Carlos as
Chad.
Yes.
and
Great.
his whole bro moment.
I know. I was like,
It's so good. He's bro.
and then of course we're all thrown off as Nini is thrown off as well. So Jeff, what were your thoughts when you saw Carlos in that little moment, and then EJ like already and
I thought the Carlos was the scene was so funny, and it matched like his personality so well. It's like, oh, we're gonna do this, but like help me.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly,
mean?
exactly.
And like it was kind of just as funny as seeing like Courtney out there when she kind of stood in a role and was like reading from the paper. It was that kind of comedy, and it was kind of fun to see because I was wondering if some way he was gonna get into the show.
Right.
Like throughout the whole season, it was like, all right, somehow he has to get in the show. I was assuming Big Red was as well, but
Yeah.
that was cool. And then. What was the second part of the question?
how did you feel just seeing the changes and pretty much Carlos' reaction?
No, I love the changes. It was cool, and then I was wondering how they were gonna get back to Ricky.
Right.
Because I mean, obviously we see EJ in the wardrobe and everything. I was wondering how we're gonna get back to Ricky,
Yeah.
and it was a cool way that it did.
Yeah.
And
Super
then
cool.
I know you've been a fan of Ricky and Nini and not EJ, but how did you feel when seeing EJ? Did you think, Chae, that he was going to take on that role like for the whole act 2?
God, I hope not. I don't need to. I'm sorry. After episode 8, I don't need more emoting. Okay, I'm good in my life if I never have to see that again. Okay?
Really? Okay, so the thing is, I've kind of been in the middle after, episode 6 and episode 7 because I feel like he's actually trying. So EJ is trying to become a better person, and even though it doesn't come off like that, even to Ashlyn, she's like, I don't know if I can be excited for you or not.
Exactly.
But I think in season 2 we might see more growth from EJ, and I hope so because I don't necessarily like hate him or anything like that. But at first we were like, no, we want Ricky and everything, which I'm glad we got our moment. But
I'm glad you got your moment for season 1.
He's so
Yeah,
cute.
you're
And
such a fan.
It was
such
great.
A
And
fan.
I'm so happy EJ's moment is over.
Wow.
So she's still on that boat.
Still.
I just want to make it clear that you're still ending season 1 with you're still not a fan of EJ.
Okay, well, let me be really clear for everybody who's watching.
Yeah.
Because much as I talk about, I don't dislike EJ as a character. He definitely has a lot of growth in him. I think he's wrong for Nini, and the love that he's exhibiting for Nini is toxic, and that's not good. So until that is addressed at the core, I can't really be for you until it's addressed. So I don't really hate EJ. You're just not right for my girl. That's all it is.
Okay. So it's the love story pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay,
makes
got
sense.
it. It's
All right.
clear.
He still has a lot of growth he needs to help on.
Yeah, I mean, all these characters have a lot of growing
Yeah.
to do.
True.
Yikes. Yeah,
All
I
of
think
them.
just like all of us, EJ is navigating his crazy 17-year-old brain and
Right.
allowing his heart to get in the way of some of the things that just he's getting in his own way is basically what's happening. But I don't know. I think EJ's such a little cutie and he's figuring himself out,
yeah.
and I love him.
Yeah. And before
and
I want to shout out the chat real quick though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because they're going in. So we have so many people. We have Ivan, we have Caitlin, H, we have Marisol, we have
Right,
BB23
they're
is
going at
back,
it.
and he says, "Yes, we love a queen." Hashtag EJ moment is over. However, we have Laura Valentina who says EJ is the best, and then Marisol Tellis says, "Don't disrespect." I'm not gonna say the other part because I won't call him that. King EJ. You call that all to your heart's desire. I just can't do it. But everybody like just loves you. They're so happy that you're here. And your J Lester Nation is here for you.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
I think this is a record, according to our producer, Josh in the booth, who is with us, who has been with us all season. So thank you for this. We have 148 people in the chat.
Correction. It actually just
It's
updated to 153 right now.
I got one more.
Oh my gosh. Hi,
That's
everyone.
what's up.
And they're all just like, Julia Nation, make some noise.
Hey.
We have
My
Ellen Hainwright,
people.
Ruth Ann Wilson, Emily Nader, Maddie Jane, Kaylee P. You guys are awesome. Keep coming with your comments. I'm going to make sure we get to you guys throughout this, but let's get back into the episode.
Yes,
Ay,
let's do.
ay.
And what better way to get back into it than Ashlyn's moment? She sings her
like,
song. And Big Red is putting that big spotlight on you.
I love that moment because it's so subtle, but like the little in episode 7 when he's like, the only thing I would throw at your face is a brighter spotlight, and then it comes to fruition in episode 10 when he gets to like put the spotlight on Ashlyn during her song. It's so cute and it's so subtle the way that they do callback references to the other episodes.
Right.
It's so sweet. He's such a
I have
baby. He's so
2
cute.
questions. How did he afford that big old arrangement? That's a good question. Like, sir, what money you making?
I know,
rich
right?
parents are very well off.
He's got really good supportive
Yeah.
parents. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like that's not an impulsive decision that he had. He's probably been like planning those flowers for a while. He's probably not like the best at coming up with things on the spot. So I'm sure he's been racking up money for a little bit to afford those flowers.
It's okay. My guy is smooth.
He is
It don't-
smooth.
He's very
smooth.
Like, no, for real.
He teases you in episode 7 and delivers in 10.
Like,
That's
You're
what
right.
I'm saying.
You're
Like,
right.
you can say whatever you want about nice guys. Like, man, give me a nice guy like that one. Like,
Bear Red?
like who action speaks. Like, a lot of
Yep.
any words they
Yeah.
gonna say. Can I get a man like that in my life? Amen.
I
Yes,
know.
Praise.
action speaks.
Yeah.
I'm glad you think about
What's
that.
that gonna action say if you...
Oh, here we go. Anyways, moving forward.
Yes. Because we will get to EJ.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just rein it in.
Hold on.
You got it.
Another person who I was so happy for that had his moment was Seb. We saw the fact that his family bought out 3 rows, and
know.
I love the fact that they were like gay signs and everything for gay pride and everything. And
Yeah.
we've seen that on this season. One of the big things that we've talked about this whole season is the fact that it's so inclusive to everyone, and it's very different. So being a part of that, how do you feel the fact that you can represent so many people in this new show?
Wow, it's such an honor to be able to be a part of a show that highlights all different walks of life.
Yeah.
And not only do we highlight them, but we also celebrate them and, put them up for the world to see and show that we're all just high school kids navigating, our lives, and you can love who you want to love and be who you want to be. And the fact that Disney Plus has given us the platform to tell this story is so wonderful. So we thank them profusely for that. And also just the fact that it's not a huge deal that we have gay people in the show.
Right.
It's not a huge deal that Nini has 2 moms. It's just it's
It's
thing.
just normal.
Yeah.
It's reality.
Like real life.
Yeah.
And it's been such an honor to be a part of that.
I'm sure. And
Yeah.
it's been so great seeing that, as fans, the fact that it's grown. You guys have literally broken records in every little aspect of,
Number 1 on iTunes.
yeah,
I
just
know.
anything.
Bro, I'm still so shook about that. It's absolutely nuts. I never imagined in a million years charting iTunes, having so many people fall in love with it. When I think about people knowing about the show, my brain stops at family and friends. And so when people are contacting me on Twitter and talking about the show, it's just mind-blowing, and I appreciate every single message that I get, everything that everybody says. I'm just thank you. I just can't even. It's been amazing.
And speaking of iTunes, your song "Wondering."
Yeah.
How is it like making that and performing that? Because I saw in the behind the scenes of episode 4 or 2.
It's 2. Yeah.
Okay, 2. That it was your first time performing in front of them, or was it just performing in general?
Yeah. No, that was my very first time performing live on television, I guess, singing live on television. That was my very first time. And the support from the cast and crew just absolutely just radiates and trickles from the top down. And it's, I mean, people who weren't even called on set that day came to support Olivia and I, and it was
So nice.
it was just so beautiful. And like, of course I was nervous and terrified and peeing my pants the whole time, but like when you have a million people coming up to you and patting you on the back and telling you that like they're here for you, like you can mess up as big as you want and we'll still love you, like it just is the perfect recipe to like give a good performance that you feel great about when you have people that are so supportive.
I was gonna say, that just sounds like family right there.
It's absolutely
you can just be
absolutely
you.
Yeah.
100%.
Family.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's really
Which
cool.
is definitely
Yeah.
what I think the theater aspect of East High represents. That's
Oh,
seriously
yeah.
what I think theater represents no matter where you are, where you live. That's what seriously what theater represents. It represents
Absolutely.
a family where you can be who you want to be and no one's going to judge you for it. And they're just going to welcome you in their little embrace and you're going to put on a great show.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of family, we see, Seb has his moment. It was amazing. But then we get a little bit serious. We see that Ricky confronts his mom and pretty much calls her out for commitment. Chae, how did you feel watching that, since we've been so close to Ricky and seeing his growth and his life changes? So what was your reaction when you saw the fact that he pretty much called her out, like, straight up?
It was fair.
Yeah.
Like, no offense. Like, you thought it shocked me during a performance. Ma'am, like, what commitment are you talking about? But granted, he had that moment like we all have if our parents are getting divorced. Like, we see them happy together and you think they're going to get back together, and then something that comes in just blows your mind and you just really can't deal. And all the anger that you're feeling. He has a right anger to his mom, but I don't think he's ever actually expressed it, put words to it.
Yeah.
So I think at this point it was time for that conversation. Yeah. And I'm still tripping about this whole. Why are you answering her phone in the shower? Why is she in the shower?
I know.
I have questions and concerns.
Yeah, what did you feel about that when you read that he was gonna call, and then homeboy from the corner, that's what I call him, is gonna answer the phone like,
He refuses to call him that time.
yeah,
He really
homeboy from the corner answers like, oh well, your mom's in the shower. I'm saying some choice words. What are you gonna say if that's you?
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't know Todd that well,
Right.
so I'm not gonna make any harsh judgments. But like,
I feel
pretty
you.
shady to answer someone's phone for them, especially if they're like not in the room. I don't know if I would do that, but I mean, we don't know him, so he could be like a totally dope person. We don't know, but that's pretty shady that he did that.
Yeah.
Well,
for sure.
you might meet homeboy from the corner. I ain't gonna meet him.
You don't like him. Got it. Cool.
Don't answer my mama's phone.
Yeah, I got
shower.
you.
What were you doing before she was previously in the shower?
Exactly. Why she in the shower? It's the middle of the day. What time is it? What's she in the shower for?
It really was dinner time, though. What
we
are
got some
you
real
doing?
problems. You ain't gotta take a shower for dinner. You don't. Brush
Right
your teeth,
after
maybe?
Thanksgiving, like, what are you up
brush
to?
teeth maybe, but not shower.
Right.
Right, but anyways, getting back to this episode, we also see the fact that Gina kind of comes and has a moment with Ricky. I really thought, I was a little nervous because I have been team Nini and Ricky as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I hope like they don't kiss. I hope that nothing goes wrong there.
Yeah.
But we also see a big growth within Gina and the fact that she's really been there as part of a family now. Yeah. So Jeff, what were your thoughts when you saw her kind of talk to Ricky and then obviously they walk back in together?
Yeah, no, I was just happy to see her growth. I was not only happy to see her there in the first spot where we said last week, but to see her growth because she was the mean girl.
Yeah.
Not even the mean girl, just the standoffish girl.
Yeah.
The one that didn't want to get hurt, so she hurt others.
Yeah.
And it was great to see that in that moment she wasn't even worried about her relationship with Ricky. She was worried about is he okay?
Yeah.
And how can I get him okay? And how can I get him out there? Because I know this is more than just his mom. I know it's about Nini as well.
Right.
But you also need to be out there and support your family because this is what you said it was to you. So go out there and support your family.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I really love that scene.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest takeaways from that conversation was the fact that she was like, is it really because of Todd that you're not out there? And he was like, no, it's because of Nini as well. And then everyone, like Courtney said, it's kind of cute but dumb at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I love that Courtney actually says that line because it's like it's true. I mean, he's like a 16-year-old boy. Like, it's sweet, but also like he's a little dumb. Like he's gotta figure out.
reality.
Of course, exactly.
Yeah.
She's just calling it as it is.
No lie. I didn't think it was dumb until she said it.
Okay.
I know, but like I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it's not even because in his things, like, I'm thinking of Nini. What's the best for her? The best for her is for this to happen right now. And he's not thinking bigger picture. Obviously, bigger picture, stupid.
Yeah, you changed the whole show, though.
This frame right here is lit. This picture, stupid. That's
Oh my.
the guy in the moment is in the frame.
That's a very good way to put it. It's a very good way to put it.
The way these two analyze the show is very interesting.
I'm just giving you a deep dive into man mind.
Perfect. Oh,
I mean,
love that.
I love deep diving sometimes. It's fun. Travel with us.
I'm here to just, make sure everyone
Yeah.
behaves well.
Keep everybody on the boat.
Yeah.
I want to shout out the chat real quick. Caitlin Weaver says she just found out that you and her are birthday twins.
Oh, cool.
Some of them are still tripping about your whole. He's not taking a shower yet for the whole.
Oh my god.
And a lot of people want to say add a button broken. I don't know what that means. What's that mean? Somebody tell me.
I don't know what that means either, but they already know that I don't know what that means. It's some inside joke. I love inside jokes, so I'm gonna let them have it.
What was the joke?
Add button broken.
Yeah. It's like actually every single last person is almost repeated the same in all caps.
Yeah.
Add button broken.
Yeah.
And then telling me to add button broken.
Yeah, I let them have their inside.
Is there a miss button? Like,
Right? Like, I'm like, is there a button I shouldn't press? Like, I have questions now, chat. Like, go ahead and explain this to me.
Oh my goodness.
So I will say Morgan Monet says, I love Gina. They love that moment.
Yeah.
And then Alyssa wants to just fly herself up to Utah in 11 days to meet you. So.
Oh my gosh.
Cute.
Hit us up. Why not?
And Ivan wants to know, how do you feel about you and Big Red's ship name?
Oh, Redlin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
He says Rashlyn, but also
No.
Redlin.
Okay, see,
I like Redlands.
I saw
Redlin.
Redlin on your Twitter.
Yeah. So it's Redlin. I did text Larry a couple weeks ago, and I was like, haha, we're either Redlin or Big Rashlin, which that would be terrible.
Oh, yeah.
No,
but then he did.
Hold on, one thing that song.
Low-key,
I know.
I might say that. Just
He's gonna say it's fun.
no.
Just
Give
FYI.
him ammunition.
No.
I warned you.
that is the funniest thing I've
All right. I mean, we'll be whatever you want us to be, but
still
I'm
my
saying
favorite.
Redlin. I'm
Yes.
saying Redlin.
We now have 160 people.
Yes.
We're out here.
Thank you to
And it's
everyone
just
in the
live.
chat for
It's just
this
live.
whole season. We really appreciate the fact that you guys have really been here with us since day one.
Yes.
I don't even know how many views we're at now.
From the first episode.
Yeah.
From that episode, we're at 83,000.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's like huge for us. So
Love that.
thank you every
Hey,
single
hey,
person
hey.
watching.
Honestly, it's because of y'all, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's because the
Because of
fans
the
are here
show,
to watch
yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
We
No, the
talk
fans
about
are
it, but
amazing.
we're watching you guys, and
Yeah.
it's because you guys are doing such a great job. That's why the fans are watching.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Honestly, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Keep killing it.
Okay, let's go ahead and move into one of my favorite moments when Nini and Ricky sing, and then I just love the fact that Nini was like, just look at me, and then she pulled out the phone and everything. It's like all the dots were connecting for everyone. So that was one of my favorite moments. I want to know how you felt pretty much seeing that and pretty much that whole relationship. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Just like Rini in general.
Yeah,
oh my
Rini.
goodness. I know. I got the ship names. I mean, I love the breaking free in episode 10. Like I was saying, how we are calling back to previous episodes when she pulls out her phone flashlight. Like in episode 1, it's such a beautiful shot that just. If you remember episode 1, it's kind of just a moment where you get choked up.
Yeah,
it's like,
big
now
time.
she is putting the spotlight on him because
trying
she's
to
had her
uplift him
moment,
and
and
support.
yeah, it's time for him now. So, I absolutely love their relationship. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, for a split second in there, I was Team Rena just for a sec.
Wow.
I know.
I wasn't.
I
was
know.
always like,
I know. I
No,
love them
but-
together. I think that the way that the series wrapped up with them is so absolutely beautiful, and they deserve each other. They've loved each other since they were in kindergarten.
Yeah,
so like,
the whole
of course
story.
you want them to like continue
Right.
their love, but I mean, Gina's going through stuff at home, and Ricky's going through his stuff, and I just felt like they had a very nice relationship supporting each other
Yeah.
because they're both going through some like tough times.
Right.
So I did like how they found comfort in each other, but I'm cool with it being like that sort of friendship. But I was a bit Team Rena for just like a second.
I know. I want to give a shout out to EJ for pretty much buying the plane ticket and pretty much
yeah.
We
bringing
called
it all
that.
What a
together.
good dude.
Nah, like I was wondering when we were gonna talk about EJ. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm over here like y'all dabbled in EJ. Like we skipped EJ. We skipped EJ to talk about the kiss or not even the kiss, the song.
Not yet.
But I'm just gonna say peace be still and hurry up.
We also have to thank him for giving up the role, or else we wouldn't have that moment. But let's move on to pretty much the finale of the whole play, where we're all in this together. I thought it was a beautiful way to showcase that number and how everyone was included. But what did you think when you saw everyone coming together? And even Big Red was going at it with the machine or whatever it was.
And I love. Well, are you and Big Red gonna be both on the robotics club now?
I don't know. That's the question, because
So I was gonna say, I saw that y'all. Power couple, y'all on all type of clubs. Yeah. You on every club. First off, you're the queen of. I can't even remember, but you're the queen of something.
The high priestess of the Salt Lake Renaissance Fair.
First off, let me put some respect on her name. Let me put some respect. High priestess. High priestess. No, but I love the whole song. You pretty much said it. They all came together. Yeah. Obviously for this song, but even bringing Miss Jen in with the apple and bringing Carlos in, and they're like, "Wait, what are you doing? We're on the outside." It's like, no, it's great to bring everybody in because
even Carlos too, because he
did all
those numbers, the choreography is like a huge part of the play.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Seb's interest though? I was talking to her as we were watching it.
Up there,
that
with
interest
all the
should be
boys.
how I enter or anybody else should enter their life every day of every day. Like, I'm just.
If you're not carrying me in, I'm not coming.
Like this is not coming. That legit was like this play at the Met Gala. That's legit the feeling I was getting.
Yes. Hey, that's right. Yeah. He slays.
It's amazing, that whole moment. And everyone came together. And then also we got a confirmation for the spring musical. So we do know that most likely in season 2 there's going to be a spring musical. Woo! But yeah.
And she looked at she looked at the camera, so I'm still like, you know something, and I want to know what it is.
I don't know anything.
She knows things.
Anything.
They're being very secretive. Frankie told us too that they don't let you guys know anything.
Nope. I mean, I was even saying like I start recording next week and I have no idea what I'm singing, which is totally fine. I'm here for the surprise. I'm ready. But yeah, we don't know anything. So as much as you guys know, that's as much as we know. So
and let's go ahead and move on to the big question. What happens now? Ricky asked it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mention like the big moments, and then I want to get your guys' prediction because we're kind of running out of time. On what happens next or what happens now. Okay, first things first, Big Red obviously confirms that he bought the flowers for Ashlyn. So where does that relationship go? We had that huge I love you moment to Ricky and Nini. We see that Nini gets that offer. So what happens next with them? And then Ashlyn offers Gina to stay for the night, but then she has a huge idea. So then what is that? And then also pretty much Big Red is tap dancing at the end.
Killing it.
And him and Ashlyn have a huge kiss. So, Chae, go ahead, because I know you want to start talking already.
Let's start with Jeff. I'll wait. I legit want to hear what he has to say.
Okay, but out of all those moments, which one is your favorite and what is your prediction?
My favorite. Probably the last part. The Big Red tap dancing, then Ashlyn coming in there. Yeah. Just because it was a culmination of what you said from episode 7 to the flirting to episode 10 where he put the spotlight on you to like you kind of putting your spotlight on him and seeing him in his prime, because we never get to see him open up. He's like the friend of Ricky.
Of course.
He's the production guy of the show. Yeah. He's never just Big Red. Yeah. And you showcase who Big Red is. Yeah. And it was an amazing scene.
Yeah.
So and they're gonna be like the ship of next season. So
Ooh,
way more than this Rini.
Oh my god. He's such a hater. Go ahead.
Your turn.
My favorite actually is literally the I love you scene, because it was so sweet.
Me too.
I was watching with her and I'm just like, boy, if you don't just kiss her, this is like the moment, like if you keep saying and I just need you to kiss me at this point. And I love the fact that Nini was just like, you know what happens in musicals? Yeah. I was like, that was legit a great line, because it's so true. Just a kiss will do. I loved it. I thought it was so sweet. And then we're all exchanging like little gifts, him giving her the guitar pick. Yeah. And dog tag. I thought
makes me cry every time.
Oh my god, it was so cute.
Yeah.
Prediction wise, I legit would love to say I call the fact that Gina will be staying at somebody's house. Like, why wasn't that an option? And I'm glad it came to fruition. And somebody and her parents ain't never home. So
Party at Ashlyn's
like she can just say it. Prediction wise, I definitely feel that if either Nini will go to Denver and it's going to be like maybe a long distance thing, but it doesn't work out in Denver, so she comes back to East High. Okay. Or if she doesn't go, I really want to know what that looks like for her and Ricky, because then he's going to feel like maybe she only stayed for him and their relationship they're renewing, and might make him feel guilty and do some very stupid things because he's a boy in high school doing stupid things. And I cannot wait to see what happens with Big Red and Ashlyn. I'm like,
saucy.
Well, okay, so speaking of Ashlyn, what do you hope for Ashlyn?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think we got like a really nice growth of Ashlyn's confidence throughout season 1. And I think that she's still definitely figuring herself out. I think Miss Darbus was kind of the first time that she ever really felt like fully comfortable in her own skin, playing this big character, like having no fears.
She killed it.
Oh, thank you. So I'm hoping for more confidence from Ashlyn this season, and also not only confidence in herself, but her confidence in her relationship with Big Red, her relationship with her friends. That I'm excited for that.
Right.
One more last shout out to the chat before you give yours. You guys have been so amazing.
Yes,
thank
you so
her
much.
fandom is the littest of the lits. I will shout that out. Also,
love you guys.
Before we go, they only have one thing they want you to ask, answer about. So the I Love You scene was improvised, they hear. True or false?
Okay, so true in some ways. So I can't speak for Josh and Olivia because obviously it is their scene together. Right. But from what I understand, I'm pretty sure the coverage of Olivia's face when she is listening to his speech and she's crying and emoting so beautifully the way that she does. Yes. She literally makes me sob. The things that Ricky is saying off camera, he was actually improvising to her things about their life. Oh, wow. So when you see Olivia's face, the things that he's saying to her to make her react that way was improvised. So he's telling stories about like them throughout their time on set and like bringing up personal things. I know, it's so sweet, and also they're like best friends, so they have so many wonderful stories together of writing music and stuff. So he was able to bring up a lot of like emotional, personal things. Yeah,
no
but
wonder.
Then I know. But also, I know. But also, everybody's asking if Josh really did puke on Olivia's shoes when they were at Six Flags. See, so that's part of the script. So that's all the Ricky and Nini stuff. But when you see Olivia emoting and crying and acting the beautiful way that she does, it's true emotion from what Josh is saying. So that part is definitely all improvised. I wish I was there to see it, but I'm pretty sure that that's how it went down. But either way, the scene is just so beautiful. It literally makes me tear up every time.
I know. Ooh. But on that note, we have a lot to look forward to for season 2. That was pretty much episode 10. And now, enough about Ashlyn. Let's talk about Julia now.
My goodness.
Who she is and everything. Now that you pretty much have this like big light on you now, it's reality. What is next for you? What is another dream that you hope to accomplish? What can we look forward to?
So right now my brain is totally focused on season 2. This show is just my whole heart and my whole life, and I'm gonna put all of my focus into it while we're shooting. I mean, it's obviously so important to me, so I'm gonna go in full force with that. But besides doing High School Musical, I mean, season 3 would be absolutely lit. Yes. But if not, I am also obviously a huge theater nerd, so I would love to do more theater. Maybe go to New York at some point, be on Broadway. Maybe we'll see what happens. I just musical theater is my other huge passion. So when I'm not on screen, I'd love to be on the stage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you really are on that stage.
Yes. No, like literally I am Ashlyn. So
what is your favorite character that you've played on stage then?
Oh my gosh. I played Carrie in Carrie the musical. So, like Prom, Blood, Sissy Spacek, 1980s movie. Yeah, wonderful. So I played Carrie in Carrie. So that was my favorite on stage role.
Yeah. We have a lot to look forward to for you as well.
Yeah.
But now to our favorite moment of our show. Woo! And a perfect way to end this episode and this season. Let's go ahead and move on to Wildcat Corner. Yay! And we have music too.
Hey.
All right, go ahead, guys. Okay, guys, so Chae. Wildcat Corner is we're gonna give you our MVP of the episode, but on this finale, we're gonna give you our MVP of the season 1. Miss Leslie, who's your MVP?
Yes. Oh, this is hard because I have so many favorites, but I have to give it to Nini because I feel like all I wanted for her was to grow and be confident in herself, and I feel like she was able to get the best of both worlds to get that relationship and then feel so confident on that stage and really get that moment where she gets that offered. So, shout out to Nini. It was amazing.
Aww.
Jeff?
Well,
I feel like I know
you
what
guys
you're
already
gonna
know.
say.
You guys already know. It doesn't need to be said. EJ all day.
Can I
There
say
we
I call
No,
this?
let
God.
me explain because I didn't get to during this show. We skipped over EJ because I guess we just didn't know that like he was around or something. Yeah. But no, throughout this whole season, I've been saying he gets in his own way, and you said it here today.
Yeah.
He gets in his own way. That was his biggest problem. He always is doing stuff out of love, but he's doing the wrong thing, but out of love. So we see in this episode that not only did he bring Gina back because he is trying to be a better person and bring the family back together, but he takes a step back and literally gets out of the way and gives a spotlight to Ricky.
Yes, he does.
So he is the bigger man in this situation, which he should have been, and that is what I've wanted to see from him. And I still want to see more growth because we need to figure out who is EJ before he can figure out who is EJ with Ricky.
Okay.
Wow.
That is why EJ
Julia.
all day.
Who's your
Who's
MVP
my
of the season?
MVP? My MVP of the season is Miss Jen.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
She is. Oh, okay. I mean, she is just truly the epitome of the heart and soul of theater, and the love that she has for her students, the love that she has for the show. She's so passionate and wonderful, and truly. Our characters are also confident in themselves and confident with each other because of her. So I would say Miss Jen is my MVP. I love that woman. And also Kate Reinders in real life is literally Miss Jen. She loves us just like she does on screen. So yeah, Miss Jen is mine.
All right, Chae.
This is so hard, but I know I have to choose. I'm gonna switch it up on you guys. I'm gonna say Natalie.
Okay.
I like, we don't see her often, but when she comes in, I love it. I love the lines, I love the snappiness, and she's just like, you guys ain't seen nothing. I'm like, where you come from, baby? Where you been all my life? Why you popping in? Like, I love her. I love her energy.
Oh, that's sweet.
I need her to work on her, hamster life, but everything is like,
Hamster life.
I think she's amazing.
Right.
Out of all the characters we've had, I think she's a legit MVP because you might not see her often. When she comes in, she commands it, and she shows no fear, and I love it.
Yes, for sure. But before we go, I do want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really love the fact that you ended the season with us. But I know Jeff wanted to congratulate you on an accomplishment that he found out.
So you guys got an award from GLAAD. You guys got nominated.
Yeah,
you guys got nominated.
we're nominated.
So I wanted to just, before we got away, like, how did it feel to be nominated for GLAAD? Because this is such a thought-provoking show, such a pushing boundaries and everything. What does it feel like to be part of it and to like have that award?
Oh man, I mean, it's just, I get choked up every time I think about it. I think the representation that is shown on our show and the fact that people are recognizing it is absolutely beautiful. We need more representation, even within our own show. I mean, we still have such a long way to go in this world, and we're definitely on the right track, and we're putting down stepping stones and leading this world to more inclusive television. So it's really special. We're so grateful, and we're also up against some incredible shows that also highlight the same thing that we do. So it's just amazing that we're able to be recognized amongst so many other shows that are doing the same thing.
I know, and we're really excited to watch season 2, and make sure you stay tuned when that comes out, because we will be back here talking about everything. But for now, Chae, tell the people where they can find you.
You guys can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find me on Disney News Weekly on Popcorn Talk.
Oh, I'm at Julia Lester on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, and hopefully we're seeing High School Musical 2, season 2, very soon.
Yes.
But you guys can follow me at Jeff Will Jr. on all social media platforms.
Yes, and you can find me on the Latino channel. So if you do speak Spanish, go ahead and follow us. We have a lot of content, especially about wrestling, every Monday about Raw. But you can follow me on all social media at @LeslieCologne_. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.